Oh, the plane crash thing. Hold on,
last night. They are then going to grab the other.
Wait, it was premeditated?
Spoiler alert, the plane crashes.
Huh? Wait, the pilot did it? What? Dude, that's f***ing awful. No shot, stop.
In a preliminary report like this, they don't generally come to a definitive reason for why something was done. They just tell you the somethings that were done, and then you can draw your own conclusions. But I think it's pretty clear from this report exactly what happened.
Yeah, but just look on the chat, this is the plane that had only one survivor, right? Air India, yeah, 171. Wait, it barely took off and just went straight down with the thing that went out.
June the 12th. So let me begin at the top of the report. So the background is this: on June 12, 2025, that was just last month, Boeing 787 operated by Air India out of Ahmedabad to Gatwick Airport crashed about 60 seconds after takeoff. It was AI-171. We know all that information already. They assembled a team almost immediately, and over in India, it's the AAIB. It's their Aviation Investigation Board. Then they brought in the NTSB from the United States. You wonder, well, why did they do that? Well, because it was a Boeing product that was involved, and so they'll always bring in the country of manufacturer origin.
For sure.
There were citizens on board from the UK, Portugal, and Canada, so they also invited the Canadian TSB and some others in. The final team that was put together consisted of the NTSB from the US, technical advisors from Boeing, and GE. Why GE? GE was who produced those engines. All of that team with all the other players put together were assembled.
Chad, this is like a logistical disaster to have so many fucking cooks in the kitchen, though. So many different, I'm assuming different kind of protocols, code, different agencies at the same time. It's like insane.
A directive is something like a recall in a car. It's got to be done. A bulletin is just kind of a heads up. There may be an issue. Take a look at it if you want to. It's not any big deal. It's no safety of flight, but it's a bulletin, and we want you to take a look at it. The FAA issued special airworthiness information bulletin, all right, that's the lesser of the two, on December 17th back in 2018 regarding the potential disengagement of fuel control switches in the locking feature portion of them. The bulletin was issued based on reports that the fuel control switches were installed, keyword, with the locking feature disengaged. The locking feature it's just a little piece of metal that's flat on one side and it's rounded on the other. The switch now that is spring-loaded gets grasped by the pilot's hands, it gets pulled out and it gets placed on top of that little flat piece of metal, and it can't jiggle out, it can't vibrate out, it stays.
So it's made so you don't hit it by accident or something happens that it bumps it or whatever the fuck. It has to be a deliberate thing. You have to really like, this is what I want to be doing to do it, pretty much.
Their white flight
chat,
data.
No disrespect to anybody, chat, but something I've learned, I feel like, from some of the trials we've watched, like the Amber Heard shit, is that I listen to experts. I know they're experts, okay, but just because somebody's an expert doesn't mean they're not biased or they're not altered in one way or the other. I'm just saying. I'm not saying this guy's biased. I'm just saying I'm not going to full gospel on this guy. I think getting multiple point of views is important because, dude, there's experts that are skewed sometimes.
Quarter, the aircraft crossed the takeoff decision speed of V1 and achieved 153 knots of indicated airspeed.
I think a V1 is a stage of flight, right? It's like there are stages when you start up, boom, you're certain speed, all that. I think that at that stage there's no options to stop and like you can't do anything. Like you're committed to going in, buddy. I'm talking to this guy because he have to explain that. I'm just telling you. Like, there's nothing you can do after V1. It's GG. You are going up
and try to raise it. Could I deploy the rat on the ground? No. If I cut off both fuel control switches in the air, the rat would deploy. On the ground, no. You don't want that to happen because every time I go to the gate and I set the parking brake, I cut fuel to the engines.
Chad,
and immediately,
the rat is the thing that kicks in. So that it uses the air to generate some power when there's a power failure thing. I think.
Watch this. The engine 1 and followed by engine 2 fuel cutoff switches transition from run to cutoff. Position one after another with a time gap of 1 second. Why is that significant in our theory that it was done by one of the pilots? Let's say for some reason they just weren't in the detent properly, which is not a thing, but they were, and the airplane was vibrating. And I've heard some people talk about, did they just vibrate out of that position? They would have done so probably at the same time. The fact that they did so 1 second apart from each other is consistent with how we start and how we cut off the engines. At that point on the ground, the first officer is going to reach up to the start switches and turn them to start, and then reach down to the fuel cutoff switch, which is in the cutoff position, lift it up and place it over the detent and let it go because it's spring loaded. They are then going to grab
lift it up, meaning he's gonna boom bang. Chat, we're still talking about the boom bang and not the cling. Boom bang, right?
In the cockpit voice recorder now, one of the pilots is heard asking the other, why did he cut off? Why did he cut off? Right? So now, if it had been just a mistake or somehow the fuel switches had, you wouldn't turn to the other person and say, why did you do that? Right? You would say, what just happened? Or why did that happen? But you wouldn't say, why did you do that? Right?
No, because he saw him do it. Like, he probably saw him do it, and he probably was like, yo, maybe he's doing something else. And when he heard the thing say on the thing, he went like, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? That makes the most sense.
Then you're going to hear it. And that's the biggest...
Hold on, Jackson, you didn't explain to us. I don't understand. I don't get it. There's two pilots, and he would do it on the left. But what if the guy is on the left is doing it? Where is this console? To the middle? No?
I think the report here goes on to say that after he said, why'd you cut it off? He says the other pilot responded that he did not do so.
No, that doesn't make any sense though. If that happened and he knows that he got the feedback from the machine, he's gonna fix it.
The rat deployed about 4 seconds later. That's consistent with how the rat works. That's why we saw the rat. And then the pilot now says, according to the flight data recorder, both engines N2 values passed below the minimum idle. The rat deployed at that point.
Oh no, at that point they couldn't like kick them back into fucking high gears. It's too late for fucking, it lost too much momentum. Hold on, chat, hold on. At this point, now I'm wondering, don't get mad at me for this. Just asking. During this transition from V1 to V2, if this is so critical, why do you even have the option to remove the fuel thing? Shouldn't there be a system that blocks it from happening until you turn to like manual or something like that, and then you can do it? It seems like, why would you ever do it? Doing from V1 to V2, this is suicide. Why even have a suicide button on? It should be a button that engages a manual mechanism, then enables that to be flipped up. If there's a crazy fire or some shit or some
Engine 2 was able to relight but could not arrest core speed deceleration and reintroduce fuel repeated to increase core speed.
At that point, even if there's a little bit of stall momentum, you would never get enough power to fucking like. It has to be a complete nice curve. At that point, it doesn't even fucking matter. It's an airplane at the beginning. It's GG anyway. That was GG.
Recovery. One of the pilots saying that they had lost thrust. The thrust wasn't.
Last pause. I have a question, chat. If the guy had done that, and again, what the fuck? Bang! Instantly, put it back in. Would it have changed anything? If they were to test that in a simulator, if they remove it and instantly back in, do they survive? My dumbass brain says it doesn't change anything, but I don't know.
Gee, doesn't appear to be true.
If I'm gonna fucking die going down to this shit, yo, I'm picking up the fucking module. You go, yo, air tower, motherfucker. This motherfucker sabotaged. This fucking loser cock fucking did this shit. Fuck you. May they fuck this guy. I'm not gonna go down without fucking saying some shit about this fucking bum. This bum did this shit. I need to know. This fucking bum did this shit. Are you kidding me?
These are the preliminary facts in the finding.
My current understanding of this, intentional. They didn't release the transcript. They're giving the thing that happened or whatever, right? It's not full transcript. It kind of matches with the story. It matches the story. So that removes all type of like, oh, it flipped it by accident or some shit. My shirt got tucked into it, and that removes everything because there's a discussion with aligns with the series of events of the inputs that are in the fucking recorder. So it'd be hard to have another argument at the point that it wasn't that. Chat. When someone was watching this video, chat was saying that some other pilots had other thoughts about this. They said that this guy's wrong. Is that true or false?
Yo, what's up? This car came from Barcelona. These shoes I got came from fucking Paris.
I need more time to relax and jack more, boys. Okay, dude, Jesus Christ. Leland Goldfinger say he'd never force his future kids to play LOL. I'll force my kids to teach them to play League because I've really lived the life of a professional gamer and how difficult it is. Yo, real. So people forget the passion that once drives a man to be the best at something might fade as he gets to the top or years after. And sometimes a lot of people, chat, they end up not playing anymore because they just don't got the fire in them, you know? It's impressive that he's still out there, like actually trying and putting out results, because that's not easy. It's the sheer like power inside of you that manifests when it matters. When people are hungry, they clap your cheeks, buddy. Like you're done. Dude, that's awful. Jeez, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Let me show you what the value looks like when I hold this meter up to my cat. An alarm.
Chad, that's because they went to the veterinary.
So get the meter closer to the cat.
And they make him like swallow something that's radioactive in the stomach to go map out if there's a problem with the stomach or something like that. And then they keep a small level of radiation afterwards.
Gray, according to this card, I should evacuate and report you to the government. Don't cuddle with your cat after radiation therapy.
Yes, radiation therapy.
Here we go. Sadness, xqcOW.
Then I prove that Monster has 0 alcohol in it, and yet it will register on the government's machine.
What if you had one beer and the one Monster, and you get picked up by the police? Like, on a corner straight up. You could be above the limit, no?
Doing this in the US would have cost me thousands and taken months to line up, but in one day, we're doing it all. Scans, tests, meetings with specialists, and the price of everything is jaw-dropping.
Chat, is that true? Chat, generally though, chat, I guess I don't mean to be weird, chat. Why do people not, if this is true, why do people not do this then? I don't get it. Instead of paying like 100K or whatever, why don't people just get a flight to Turkey and then just pay it all there? They do.
This road doesn't just drain water, it drinks it. In Germany, engineers built a road that can absorb over 4 tons of rainwater in under a minute.
People love to pose these things from other countries. They're like, dude, United need to do this. Brother, harsh winters and heavy load trucks and shit like that, this fucking will break down like some fucking dry crepe, you fucking moron. You don't understand that this, you apply this into like other countries, it doesn't work. So I like every road works. It's not how that works. You don't know the idea about civil engineering. How do you know? I live in the capital of potholes in the universe. All the universes combined, I live in the worst place in history for potholes. We are the capital of potholes. We live in a fucking war zone shithole road land, buddy. Oh, chat. Isn't that crazy? I was there the whole time like that. What a timing.
It's common for everyone in the race to stop at the same time for a bathroom break.
Yeah, but why are they all looking behind though? Like, shouldn't they be looking forward if they're all angled their dick to the forward? Like, these are looking at each other's dick.
This person has autism and has a special ability to know exactly how to talk in reverse.
Wow,
that was ka-chow.
Hey X, will you be making more beats on FL Studio?
This delivery guy asked...
Huh? It's reversed. Chat, it's reversed. Actually reversed, hold on. Chat, the way that he does that, it looks more like he removed it more than he put it in. Look at the way he does that.
Really?
See? Chat, he angles his thumb on his chin, and then he puts it into his mouth. Look, chat, if you were to remove this, chat, what would you do? You do this. It's reversed because he's putting it on. He's removing it, not putting it on.
That was ka-chow.
Yep, yeah, I'm right about this.
There was an earthquake in China, and the entire family ran away for safety, except this boy that thought it would be his last meal.
Yo, does he not give out his second kid?
Where the electrical signals from these living mushrooms are translated into music. 2 bowls wouldn't come apart.
I guess.
Okay, dude.
3 children in that vehicle, probably all under the age of 5.
Third month anniversary BBG. I would absolutely...
Degrees outside.
But more importantly, brother, what the fuck is wrong with this car? How many accidents has this person gone into?
Can't even get the doors open for these kids.
She has to open it from the fucking back door?
I know what I'm doing. Yes, it does.
Huh?
She can't get the doors open.
Does she not even know her own car?
Oh, I'm sorry. Show me the law book. I will show you the law book. Show me the law book. Get the kids out first. Girl, bye.
Yeah, Tor doesn't like ego battles, but you're not winning that, little buddy.
It's worth noting the significant damage on not one, but both vehicles the children were in. Due to this woman's behavior, it's not unlikely the children could have been in the vehicles when the damage...
Yo, I get it, dude. Accidents happen, and maybe sometimes you don't want children and you get children, okay? But if you cannot get a hold of your life to where your cars are broken and shit like that, how about you stop fucking? I get it. Not all more plan, I'm sure, so maybe something happened. But and we have like 5 kids. Brother, at one point, just stop fucking. If you can't do it right, don't fuck then.
Was done.
I don't get it. At that point, there's no excuse when you got 5. Yeah, I am pro-choice. Pro-choice of choosing the fucking right women to start fucking around with it, so you don't end up with a Twitter like that. Like like holy shit.
To choose my First Amendment.
I don't know what that is. What do you mean is the First Amendment of what? Of the press, the speech. The reality is that I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, these cars are going over the top, and I can see that people will be like, but the reality is that these people, like, it's a pattern of behavior. Like, let's be honest, it's not the one time they're going to be doing this shit. If they don't press hard now when they got them, then at one point you're waiting for a disaster to happen. Like, that's no good. Also, if she ate less, her children could eat more. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I lost my kid's father, so I'm gonna let my fucking kids cook like a fucking chicken tender, dude. Like, fuck off, Twitter. Sorry, I'm getting mad. I hate seeing these videos, man.
Police responded to the scene just after 4 p.m., meaning 3 children were left for about an hour and a half, and the other 3 were left for nearly 3 hours. Police observed the interior of both vehicles to be in complete disarray with open food containers, half-eaten food, dirty baby bottles, and dirty diapers throughout. Both sisters were each charged with 3 counts of child endangerment, and they are both innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
How do you... Chat, I don't get it, chat. Guys, do they not have, like a child per child money government thing that, like, helps them to, like, do all that, or not? Well, I'm not gonna make any assumptions about where the food is going, but it's going in her belly, let's be honest. Is she eating all the food that she's buying? She's buying fucking 4 chickens, she eats 3.5.
Submissive and totally unbothered, and most will tell you that.
At what age can you leave them in the car? And people say, no age. Well, yeah, but at what age can a child be, like, intelligent enough the way you can learn them how to, like, do all that? Like a 13. So my brother were young. We knew how to, like, operate the car and shit. We knew how to we had AC on, car on, and we knew how to start the car, stop the car, open the car. We knew how to do all of it. Like, I guess I was, like, kind of, like, maybe, like, 10?
2024, a cyclist is murdered in a brutal hit and run. With no leads, the case goes cold until a shocking video of the incident surfaces on Instagram, posted by an 11-year-old child. Countered.
Look where I hit her. Her whole face went boom.
The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. An employee badge found in the male's belongings identifies him as
but they cannot just help. Like, you need to understand, like victims of, like, hits and trauma, whatever. They might have a bunch of broken shit in their neck and whatever. Moving them around is not, like, it's not good at all. Like, you might move them and you might kill them and move them around. You're dumb.
As they continue to comb the streets, they find more scattered evidence.
Yeah, there's a little bit right here. I wonder if it happened maybe more back here and just flung him. I mean, there's like a hat right here. I don't know, man. Because I'm wondering if it happened back here then.
Officers at the scene speak with the homeowner whose cameras face the intersection. He confirms they weren't recording.
Really, dude?
When we got here, but...
And investigators learned he was on his way to work when the tragedy struck.
Oh my God,
with no
bro.
witnesses to the crash itself.
Bro, it's always, bro, like, these are the bikers that are doing it right. The guys on the fucking bike lane with all the bike shit, all the bike lights, and these guys get hit. It's crazy.
Scott's case is closed on September 24th, 2024, pending new leads. It isn't until 9 months later that an anonymous tip reignites the case.
Wait. Huh? They didn't get who he was.
The tip leads investigators to an Instagram account where a video of the fatal crash was uploaded, filmed from inside the stolen car. The account is owned by an 11-year-old child named Messiah.
Yo, I say this every time. I'll say it every time again. Dude, if you have children and you have no oversight of any activity on the social media and shit like this happens, bro, jail, it's all good, jail. You get some recoil off the sentencing and off the consequences back onto the parents. These children are not even fucking old enough to be, like, they getting shit on Twitter. 11 years old. You shouldn't be on social media. If you're on social media, it should be monitored. Like, what, bro? Throwing shit at people, guns and shit like that on social media, and you have no idea, bruh.
They scratched the surface of the deep.
Yo, they're literally on fire.
Dude, we just got free pizza. That's awesome.
Brother, that's some shit you do in GTA. Like, what the... And you have to be putting at least a little bit of blame. Not some blame, but some form of, yo, police do better at the local PD. That these guys don't investigate this shit and actually look at this shit is crazy. Yo, you guys act like these guys don't have superiors. And they're not, like, sent on these missions. You think that these cops went like, dude, let's go into this house because we fucking want to, whatever. Brother, this went down the chain of command. It's like, okay, you guys are doing this today. You're going to this house and you're executing this, whatever. They don't give a fuck. Imagine thinking, like, these guys, like, give a fuck. Like, they don't give a fuck.
An 11-year-old.
Yo, if any police showed up anywhere, I'm telling you, my mom would be, bro, she would be yelling at me for even just the prospect of the cop even being, the fact that she's, like, kind of chilling a little bit right? And this guy's going to jail, and they're already there for some other issue.
If
Is
Caseytron was my
bro,
mom-
that's the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. Jail for these people. Like, bruh.
Right. Yeah, you're going to jail for a warrant that we don't know what it's for. Make that make sense.
No, she doesn't have a point. She doesn't have a point. Bro, a warrant is already done. It's signed by a judge. Brother, like, that's like an executional order. Like, bang, it's happening. It doesn't matter. Maybe he'll tell you later, what about it? Nobody gives a shit, buddy. Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay. You're gonna have to watch this.
It looks like she's hesitant to look at him. Dude, I'm overanalyzing this like crazy. She's almost scared to look at him. Brother, if my mom saw a pixel of whatever the fuck this had on, she would stop looking. She would have looked at me the whole time, and then she would have gotten mad. Like, it's what it is. Like, oh man, I can't.
He will remain in a juvenile facility until he reaches the age of 21. 15-year-old William Garcia was charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Per our conversation with the district attorney's office, his case has been transferred to adult court.
Nice. Holy
As
shit.
for Messiah, the
Thank
11-year-old was fed McDonald's and slept on a cot overnight in the interrogation room. A recent Facebook post from the Bernalillo County District Attorney's Office announced that a now 12-year-old has been charged with an open count of murder. We contacted the 2nd Judicial District Attorney's Office to confirm whether this individual is Messiah, but were told they could not provide additional details at this time.
Yeah, he's young. I mean, juvenile, and then what? And then nothing again. Like what? Well, what happens then? I mean, he's out. That's just. Bro, at what point you need to determine they're aware of what they're doing enough so that they know the consequences of shit, right? And they know enough of what they're doing. Brother, you're doing an adult action. It doesn't matter. Like they know what the fuck. But I mean, I get it. I get it. I know how it works. It's like, yo, what? Chad, these options are terrible. Nah, that is sick. Vans? No. Brother, so many poses in the chat. Brother, nobody skated like Vans back in the days. You wouldn't skate Vans. Like, hello? Bro, Vans is like normal everyday, like normal people shoes.
Can I get a welcome to the jungle?
No, I was gonna do more. Fuck you. Wait, you can't, oh man, you can't rail there. No! Chat, I can probably do the whole thing. Watch this. No! How dare you fucking lose there, man? Fuck! Quick. No! I see it. No, quick! Oh my! Oh! Oh, it is out actually. 16 tracks. I think it's okay. I think this is more of a I feel like this, since there's a lot of people on this album, I feel like it's more of a who you like, personal choice type shit. It's not really like objective good, objective bad. It's just you like this, you like him more, you like Don Toliver, you tolerate some of his stuff more, some of his, I think it's, I have an idea. No disrespect. I don't think he's hard glazing. I just think that we need to compress his scale on albums, right? And start from 9 to 10, and then cut it down into small slices of 0.1s to really get to the actual rating. Because everything's a 9. Everything, it's a 9. The pause.
He's 14 out of 17.
If you think that I underrate things, it's because I know when something is great. If you're critiquing music, I think it's important to get back to understanding. Let's say when you hear flashing lights, well, like you hear the great songs of that, you go back and go, wow, that's what I think is a great song. You look at this and say, was all of that all great songs? Dude, it's just no. If you put a number on every song that makes the greats and the bads the bads, and you rate in between those things, you're gonna have an album that's gonna be in the 7s. This is what it is. An album in the 9s. We haven't seen that in almost a fucking decade. An album in the 9s, are you crazy? Prime Kanye West did
nothing on
close to high 8s. A 9! Bro, that's some Katy Perry shit. That's some Taylor Swift shit. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is Igor, dude? What is Igor, dude? Bro, this better not be some fucking Tyler, the creator. Oh no. This is a 9. You think that the album is a 9?
Exactly. Like you can't avoid, but just chasing it and just like trying.
That's a 10! That's a 10! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's a 10! Play it again! Play it again! That's a 10! That's a 10! Please! Play it again! Yo, Alexa! Play that all day! Play it again, please! Please, I beg! Play it again! It's a 10! It's a 10! Like, dude, you're a glazer! You're a glazer! You're a glazer! A 10! If you ask Kai or anybody, what is this song? What is it? They'll be like, oh yeah, this is 7.8. Yeah, that's an 8. No, this song, that's an 8.8 out of 10 for sure. You put all those together, how do you get a 9.5? How do you get a 9.5? That's great. That's not possible. This is how.
No. Travis calling. You're fucking insane, gang. Let me know. What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You're insane.
Let me check my phone. This might be a 10 actually.
You're insane.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Insane, nigga. I'm pulling up to the crib. Hey, bro, save me a room. Say less.
Frank Ocean is not. It's just not. It's a couple good songs in there, but dude, it's not what you think it is. Maybe it is for you. I'm happy for you. You know, I'm happy for you. Chat, do you think I can learn the Ferrari in 4 minutes before I crash and die in the game? Chat, I drove this Ferrari, chat, and I drove into the barrier on the first turn.
Put on your little monster hat.
I already did. I did that because I have hair in my face. I cannot have hair. I'm driving a car, man.
A guy like you should keep his mouth closed.
And a girl like your mother should keep her mouth open when I'm fucking... Okay. Do not snipe it. Chat, if you snipe, I'm done. I'm banning you, chat, from everything.
Only 5.
I mean, dude. I'm gonna get you banned. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Hold on, I need to put my styrofoam.
Another round of XQC lowlights coming up.
Shut up!
This guy's cooked.
Shut up! It's so fucking annoying.
See you, little gup. Enjoy your little monster hat.
Shut up! Bro, why is everybody such a bitch ass these days, man? I don't get it. Man, I'm done. My tires are finished. Chad, do I pit and reset it or not? I know you say sorry, but it's kind of unacceptable, but it's whatever. I thought I had it. Bruh. I mean, where is he going? I don't get it. But this guy was gonna go over here. Like, this guy was gonna go way off track because he's just trolling the game. I mean, hit this fucking bitch. Bruh, come on, man. Like, this is some loser shit. What the? Yeah, I mean, he's not engine braking, so I mean, here's what it is. You braked it. Are you fucking brain dead, dude? I mean, are you fucking... Bro, he's going way too fast. Even though he bumped me, he's still way over the line. This guy still has speed, and he's past the fucking point that he's supposed to brake and be braking. Like, what are you talking about? The guy spammed the sorry button so that he doesn't get reported. Like, oh, that's about it. Yeah, I'm done with it. Yeah, bro, that shit's kind of demanding, dude. Like, my arms are fucking hurting like crazy. Like, my shoulders are fucking about to fall off. Yeah, we can do power hour, but this might be one of the last ones for a little bit because it's gonna been disastrous. It's gonna been like just complete dog shit. All the Twitch folks, I'm saying much love. I'm saying see ya, and I'm saying see ya tomorrow. I'm not ending right now, but I'm going to good luck. Alright. Sorry, live, bye, and see you tomorrow, chat. Love you, chat. Take care, good evening, good night, and see you over there. 3, 2, 1. Chat, Twitch chat is going to